Good morning and welcome in. Before we get into this morning's update, we have a lot to touch base on. We'll go over a quick synopsis and then we'll get into the technical analysis in the intro. To start off here, we have XRP down 1.53%. It's down to 57.6 cents and it is under the 2018 resistance. Are we going to have a repeat of last Sunday, where just before the futures market opened last Sunday night, the market decided to have a big downturn? Are we going to have a similar like event here now that we're below the key resistance levels on XRP? And are we going to end up trending down when it comes to some of the bigger cryptocurrencies, as Bitcoin's down 430 points? Ethereum's up 1% right now, but it got up to about 2,700 overnight while we were all sleeping, at least in the USA. And now it's back down to just about 1% up. If you're part of the copy trading group, yesterday we were up 131% on our $100 trade, our $100 starting point, which meant we were up to 131% or at $231. If you're a part of the copy trading, I'm a conservative trader, but I did have a trade yesterday and it was a successful one. It was about 5% on Ethereum, so now we're up $136 and 20 something cents. So we moved from 131% to 136% up. So anybody who's in the copy trading group, I'm very proud of what we've accomplished so far. So yesterday we did have an Ethereum trade and it hit just about 5%. So very happy about that. It was a timely trade and we hit it at a good spot. Got out before any of the noise happened back to the downside. And now we get to live in solace that we're up 136+% as a group for our copy trading. So if you want to join that, that's in the video description below and our pinned comments. It's on HOTCOIN and you can click the link, join the platform, deposit money on the futures, and when you have money in the futures, go to the copy trade and type in XRP. By the time you type in that, you'll see me, XRP Future Millionaire, and you can click on the appropriate one. I think it shows like, if you click on me, you'll see that we're up 136% plus, and you'll know it's me because it says XRP Future Millionaire. So I hope and look forward to seeing more people as part of the copy trading. As I stated, we're up 136% together, so nothing too shabby. That's pretty cool in my expectations or my feelings. But we have some interesting news to talk about with XRP. Did Ripple draw more attention from the SEC during the beta testing of the RLUSD stablecoin? So this is a big story developing right now. XRP news today: Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin draws SEC's attention again. So we'll see exactly what this is, and are we back in the crosshairs, and does this lead to a little bit of credence that maybe, just maybe, the SEC will be scumbags and they will appeal within the 60-day process? I don't know, but something doesn't feel right here to me, to be honest with you. So make sure to hit that like button so YouTube does recommend this update. Very, very important with the appearance or the onset of the SEC now getting their feelings hurt again and maybe coming after Ripple in a slightly different way now that they put the Ripple USD or the RLUSD stablecoin in beta testing just 48 hours ago. The SEC seems to have a bugaboo, and we'll see what that's all about. So please make sure to hit that like button. You hit that like button, YouTube recommends this update. We pop up in the YouTube newsfeed and become part of the recommendations. So anybody who's scrolling through YouTube this early Sunday morning will be able to find my content. Make sure to hit that like button. I'll catch you on the other side of the intro. Good morning, 8:51 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Sunday, August 11th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So if you are copy trading me, don't expect to get rich overnight and expect to lose all your money. That's what I tell everybody. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a very conservative trader, so I'm looking for plus minus, not necessarily percentage. Or not necessarily the dollar amount, but percentage gained, and it's an accumulation thing over time. So when we started, it was a $100 challenge, And with our 5% nearly yesterday, we're up to 136.2% roughly. We're up. So if you started with me with $100 and you've been in every single trade, you'd be up to $236 and some change. And it feels pretty damn good, to be honest with you. So I hope more and more of you join. It's not a lot of pressure on me. I just do my normal trading and the chips fall where they may. So XRP right now is down 1.68%. And we've talked about this a gazillion times. First off, we need to get above this 64.98 cents on this multi-year pattern resistance. That has not happened. Right now it's about 64.48 cents. But that pattern, honestly, let's be honest, doesn't mean shit in comparison. What really matters is this 2018 resistance that we may have put resistance 5 in, unless this is going to be a nice W reversal here, which if that's the case, we'll probably have to come down to 56.5, maybe 56.6. But that's an engulfing candle on the 4-hourly to the downside. We're on the weekly end of the candle close, which is not a good sign that we're looking like we are right now. We came all the way up to 64.3, did not make a new weekly high at 65.7 we would have had to break. And unfortunately, we definitely made a new weekly low. We came way past 51.7 earlier in the week. I believe it was down to 40 cents. So, I mean, is this looking great, or is this looking like we've broken back down here? Well, that's the question we have to ask ourselves. We obviously have more sell volume this week. Nice weekly sell volume. Even though it started off hot, it definitely turned into sell volume. Let's call it for what it is. The fact that XRP is below that very key 2018 resistance, and if you're new, I find we should probably go over this very quickly. It'll take us less than a minute. $3.31 is resistance 1 on January of 2018. That's all-time highs. Depending on exchange, it can go up to $3.50. Support 1, it took 27 months to create the swing low from the swing high, and these are still both in effect 6.5 years later. This is still the floor, and January of 2018 resistance at all-time highs is still the swing high. So this is 10.8 cents March of 2020, support 1. January of 2021, support 2 at 18.2 cents. Resistance to April of 2021 at $1.98. Support 3 is right here, January of 2023 at 30.3 cents. That's support 3. Resistance 3 is March of 2024 at 74.8 cents. Support 4 is July of 2024 at 40.2 cents. Resistance 4, and it gets tricky here, and let's go into the weekly so it's easier to see. Resistance 4 now, unfortunately, if we're doing this realistically, whoops, I did not want to clone that. I wanted to, let's get rid of this, just so we can get it out of the way so I can clone this. So we have resistance 4 right here, and where are we going to say resistance 4? 4, 4, 4, are we saying this is one big corner and then we get the 4th resistance? Or if we look into the monthly, this is what I choose to do. July, resistance 4, right? And it's going to be painful when we start to see this, folks. So, you know, we're just going to have to hang in there because this is what happened. We had resistance 4 in July of 2024. And I'm telling you right now, we're working on resistance 5. And if we get resistance 5, we're going to roll over. So we came through in the 4-hourly. I'm just going to call this a universal resistance right here because we did go up, down, up, down. And right now we did get a rejection right there at resistance 4 in July of 2021 or 4. Now resistance 5, is this resistance 5 or support? A new support. Is this going to be a new wave count here to start pushing back up? Because I can see reasons why this could be a fake out down. So we came up. And now, is this a bull flag or is it a bump and run pattern? If it's a bump and run, it's going to do this. I suppose you could say a bump and run could do that as well, but I'm looking at it this way. It's either it did this and it's going to fall over, or this is a bull flag consolidation, descending consolidation that could send us up. So when I say we got conflicting numbers here, we've got conflicting numbers. We very much so got conflicting numbers. If we look at this formation here, as that was the all-time pattern setup. Right now, we're below the rising channel resistance, which is critical at 61.28 cents. We have not invalidated the golden cross in the 4-hourly, which is very important. Are we creating a W reversal? Is that a bull flag? And will this bring us up to 71 cents? Or is this going to break down and drop us down near 53 and then ultimately possibly 42 again? That's the question we ask ourselves, and that's why it's so important on this thinly traded Sunday. Until tonight, when the futures market opens, two things could happen. We're either going to have a volatile swing up, or as of right now, it's showing us very bearish tendencies. I do not like waking up seeing engulfing candles in the 4-hourly to the downside. No sirree, Bob. Because when I fell asleep, we were on this reversal candle. See that at 12 a.m.? And it looked a little more bullish than bearish, only because, well, not technically more bullish than bearish. The only reason that it even seemed a little bullish was because it was on top of the 20-day. Now that it came below it, I mean, I'm telling you right now, if we break this 200-day at 55.8, there is nothing. We don't have anything to hold us up if it gets rejected. So it's in our best interest to push bullish here and not start breaking down. If we do break down first support structure, and I think it's very important, 54.1 cent area. Because that's the only, at 54.2, that's the only support that can keep us up from falling to very low numbers, to that 40, 42, or 43. If we lose 54, there's nothing. We don't have a lot of support in this area. That's our expandable zone. That's basically like, if you want to call it like a bull flag expandable. I mean, I don't know what you want to call that, but as long as you're on top of 54.2, you're still technically in the bullish setup. But if you break below 54.2, you open up a shitstorm. I'm just telling you right now, we open up a shitstorm. Bitcoin's down 428 points, or 0.7%. 60,495. We briefly got over 62,130. Briefly over the weekend, Friday we got up to 62,139. Over the weekend, after a consolidation down to 59,578, we felt like that wasn't the dropping point yet, and we were going to come up and try to retest 62,000. Now we've seen the true identity of this point right here. Because we got this right here, 61,948 is actually on the 200-day, and that's a real nice firm number, around 62K. Got rejected there. Do have a bullish cross in the 4-hourly. Still a slight V-shaped recovery there as well. But the fact we got rejected and then push up towards 65,615. If we break below 58,431, my fear is that we'll come right back down to 52 and then possibly 48,000 again. So we'll have to pay attention here very closely with Bitcoin, and we will. So this morning, pay attention to 58,400 if we start coming back down. But we want to stay over that psychological support of 60,000. Once you come below that historically, we've come down pretty quickly. You know, at least to consolidate. So must pay attention to that. Now, let's get on to some of the news. First, we'll take a look at the crypto fear and greed index on this early Sunday morning before the futures market opens back up. We'll get a real look at what's going on in updates in 10 hours, 59 minutes, and 58 seconds. Right now, we're in fear at 39. Yesterday was fear at 40. Last week was fear at 34. Last month was extreme fear at 25. But that doesn't tell the story. Last month, we started to reverse right. Where was this at? Because we came all the way up on July 30th. 31st, we're at 61. We got to a high of 74 on July 39th. I believe that was the high. Yep, we tapped it again on July 20th and 29th. And then we came to a low at extreme fear at 17 on August 6th. And now after a nice little rally, we've started to come back down a little bit. You want to watch more when we're in fear and extreme fear for buying setups. Because when we're in extreme greed, that means too many people are holding when it might not be the most opportune time, and people are very greedy. And people are buying at all levels, and they don't even care. When it's at extreme fear, that means people are skeptical. They expect to lose money if they buy, and that's when we can take advantage. So that's the greed and fear index. So that's what's going on in the greed and fear index right now. And like I said, it's at fear at 39. And now let's read this before I part ways with all of you in about the next 5 to 6 minutes. And make sure to hit that like button. If you do appreciate my work, subscribe to the channel and join the over 22,560 subscribers. It's incredible. I appreciate all of the support. And if you want to pay me even further support, you can always send a YouTube super chat or join Tom's Army and get that emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens. In month 1, that is my face superimposed on that emoji badge. I kid you not. And then if you're looking to trade XRP or your favorite crypto, video description below and or pinned comments. Join the new frontier with either HOTCOIN and or BITUNIX. They have the lowest spot and leverage trading fees in the USA. I personally, if I'm using high capital I usually go to BITUNIX, not because I don't like HOTCOIN, but the fees are slightly lower on certain tokens that aren't the main ones. When you do a leverage trade, spot trading, it doesn't matter which one. And then on HOTCOIN, you can copy trade me. You download or deposit your money into the futures. And then after you do that, by following the link, you go into the copy trade and type in XRP and my name will pop up. You follow me. Yesterday, we had just about a 5% trade with Ethereum. And we went from 131% up to 136+%. And if you would have started with $100 with me, you now have $236 in our $100 challenge. So we're doing exceptionally well. You don't need a VPN or KYC for either of them unless you're sending or receiving from a bank account in regards to a KYC. So take advantage of that and join me. And don't waste your fees and exchange fees. It's just that simple. So XRP news today. Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin draws SEC's attention again. Key points: XRP gained 0.55% on Saturday, August 10th, closing at 58.40, gave it back. News of Ripple testing its RLUSD stablecoin drew interest after the SEC claimed it would be an unauthorized crypto at launch. On Sunday, August 11th, SEC versus crypto case-related news and SEC activity will remain a focal point. So XRP steadies but remains below the very key psychological level at 60 cents. On Saturday, August 10th, XRP gained about 0.5%, 0.55%, closing at 58.4 cents. After sliding by 5.91% on Friday, August 9th, the broader crypto market advanced by 0.33% on Sunday, rising to a market cap of $2.088 trillion. The Ripple verdict resonates. XRP and Ripple remained a talking point following the final judgment in the SEC versus Ripple case. Judge Annalisa Torres orders Ripple to pay a civil penalty of $125,035,150 for selling unregistered XRP to institutional investors. Additionally, Judge Torres granted the SEC's request for an injunction prohibiting XRP sales to institutional investors. The court verdict coincided with Ripple announcing the testing of its stablecoin RLUSD. RLUSD testing begins on Friday, August 9th. Ripple announced the start of testing its stablecoin RLUSD, stating, Testing RLUSD. We're excited to share that Ripple USD RLUSD is now in private beta on XRP Ledger and Ethereum mainnet. RLUSD has not yet received regulatory approval and therefore is not available for purchase or trading. Please be cautious of scammers who claim they have or can distribute Ripple USD. However, the SEC has warned that the launch of RLUSD would violate U.S. securities laws. RLUSD and the U.S. SEC. In April 2024, the Securities and Exchange Commission filed its remedies-related brief and reinforcing its case for a punitive penalty and injunctive against Ripple for violating U.S. securities laws. The SEC's reply brief referenced Ripple's plan to launch a stablecoin, labeling it the issuance of a new unregistered crypto asset. Pro-crypto lawyer Bill Morgan commented on Ripple's announcement, saying Ripple states that RLUSD has not yet received regulatory approval, but Ripple is seeking regulatory approval. This is a big deal. I can think of certain well-known stablecoins that do not enjoy any regulatory approval. The SEC and Ripple could enter another legal battle if the SEC disapproves. RLUSD could play a significant part in Ripple's U.S. expansion plans following the injunction prohibiting XRP sales to institutional investors. As XRP investors consider the prospects of Ripple stablecoin, uncertainty about SEC plans for an appeal lingers. News of the SEC's approving RLUSD and the SEC ending its plans to appeal the programmatic sales of XRP ruling could boost XRP demand. In July 2023, XRP surged at 93.27 cents in response to the programmatic sales ruling. However, fears of an appeal against programmatic sales rules dragged XRP below 45 cents in August 2023. Investors should remain alert as appeals could adversely impact XRP price. Trends: stay updated with our latest news and analysis to manage our exposure to XRP in the broader crypto market. On the daily chart, XRP sell well above the 50-day and 200-day moving exponential moving averages, affirming the bullish price signals. A break above 60 cents could give the bulls a run at 64.3 cents of Wednesday's high. A return to 64.37 could signal a move toward the 66.09 cent resistance level. SEC versus Ripple case-related news and SEC activity require consideration. Conversely, a drop below 57.39 support level could bring the 50-day and 200-day EMAs into play. And right now we're on the verge. With a 14-day RSI reading of 53.84x, we may break above the 66.09 resistance level before entering overbought territory. So if we do push up in a bullish fashion, we can expect to break up towards that 66-cent level in time. But if we do break below 57.3, we very well could bring back in a bearish proposition, and we could start hunting these 55, 53.5 areas. So pay very close attention. I'm going to release this. Have a blessed morning, everybody, and don't forget to give thanks to our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.